Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francisco Rex with another video, guys. Um, um, hey, what's up, guys? This is Francisco Rex with another video, guys. And guys, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, guys. I'm gonna do a discussion of the last episode of One Piece because what happened in that episode, guys, just blew my mind, man. The art and animation style, man. That cartoon vibe I got off of that episode, man. Luffy being completely in his element, man. Being Luffy, man. When I saw that episode, man, I just saw Luffy. I saw no one else but Luffy because that is the Luffy. That's Luffy's character. He's the free spirit, man. This free carefree spirit, man, and his awakening embodies that, man. And another thing, guys, about the Joy Boy thing, man, I really thought at first that Joy Boy took Luffy's body over, hijacked Luffy's body, but on further inspection, I came across this theory. What if Joy Boy, the actual Joy Boy that existed 800 years ago, he had the Gamu no Mi, and because of the Gamu no Mi, he became Joy Boy. What if Joy Boy is a title that you get when you consume the Gamu no Mi, then you become Joy Boy? You see where I'm coming from? Maybe Joy Boy wasn't even a person, you know. Maybe Joy Boy is a title. Joy Boy is just a title. Joy Boy isn't even a person, because I thought that Joy Boy was gonna be reincarnated through Luffy, but it's not a reincarnation. This is Luffy, just Luffy. But because he has the Gamu no Mi, he became Joy Boy. He got the title of Joy Boy. He isn't the same person that existed 800 years ago. Just the fact that he has the Gamu no Mi, the same fruit that Joy Boy probably consumed. You see where I'm coming from? It's not that far-fetched of a theory that Luffy, that Joy Boy that existed 800 years ago might have consumed the same fruit as Luffy in the present day, of course. And maybe Joy Boy is just a title. You see where I'm coming from? Joy Boy might just be a title given to the person that consumes the Gamu no Mi, man. The Zoan human type Nika, man. That if they consume that fruit, man, they become something else, man. They are limited by their imaginations. Just think about it. Those fruit limits you by your imagination. Everything you can think of, that's your limitations. That's not really a limitation. I don't call that a limitation because everything you can think of can materialize. That's an OP fruit, man. That is a broken as devil fruit, man. None of the other Zoan fruits can even come close to Luffy's. Luffy's Zoan, man. That is the best. That is the best fruit, man. That is the most broken Zoan type, man. Honest to God, man. And another thing, guys, that ties into Luffy's awakening, man. Is this a permanent thing now? Is this a permanent thing for Luffy now? Because his devil fruit awoke, man. Will Luffy stay like this? Or will he revert back to his regular human base form? You see where I'm coming from? Is this how Luffy is going to look going forward? The few next arcs before we get to the final arc. Raftel, man. Is this how Luffy is going to continue his journey in that godlike state form? It's gonna be interesting because Luffy seems to be in his element, man. and you don't really want to change all of that, because this is Luffy, man. This is the Luffy that we always wanted to see, man, because we saw bits and pieces of Luffy's childish nature, man. Him being all scattered brained, man, and him just acting like a child, man. This awakening embodies Luffy even more so, because his childish antics are even more ridiculous than it were before, man. This is beyond ridiculous, man. That cartoonish style, man. You just see Luffy in that cartoonish style. Let me go back to when Luffy was fighting Arlong. You saw how goofy Luffy acted in that fight, man. He didn't take that fight seriously at first, man. Towards the end, when he got serious, man, when he destroyed everything inside of Arlong Castle, man, and then defeating Arlong in the end, that towards the end Luffy became serious. But before that, man, how he was mocking Arlong, how he was playing around with his shark teeth, man, his retractable teeth, man, how he was playing around with it, putting it in his mouth, man, how he just acted like a flipping clown, man. And most people that react to that episode for the first time might think that this is not a serious anime, man, because of how Luffy acts in that fight, man, with Arlong. But no, man, that is the fruit, the devil fruit, that has an effect on Luffy, man. That has always been how Luffy were, man. The effect that the Nika fruit had on Luffy, man. And it was always there, man, in plain sight, man. How Luffy would miraculously win fights, man. It is because of his imagination, man. He would imagine things, man, and it would happen for him, man. How he would be knocked down, man, so severely. Take the fight with flipping with Lucci, man. He was down and out, man. He was done for, man. But miraculously, he survived that, man. He came through that, man. Yes, there was the encouraging words from Usopp, man, that had a little had something to do with Luffy's recovery. But you cannot tell me Luffy's devil fruit wasn't involved there. You cannot honestly tell me that Luffy's devil fruit wasn't involved there. His devil fruit played a huge part in his recovery there, man. Throughout Luffy's journey, the Gamo Gamo no Mi played a huge role, man. Why do you think Luffy was able to survive so long? That's why I'm saying Luffy was always destined to reach Raftel, man. He was always destined to reach Raftel, man. Because Joy Boy, that lived 800 years ago, man, reached Raftel, and he was the one that planted the One Piece there, man. He was the one that started everything by placing the One Piece right there, man. He was the first pirate captain, if I can call him that, man. I don't know if he had a crew or something like that, man, but he was the first pirate to reach Raftel, plant the One Piece there, whatever it is that he put there, man. And then he was I would assume he was executed after that, man. The same thing that happened to what Razor after he reached Raftel, man. I would assume he got executed, man. But yeah, man, it's interesting, man, thinking about these things, man, and how it happened, man. What really happened, man. And yeah, man, this is gonna be interesting, guys. How it is all going to play out, man. And this fight with Kaido, man, Luffy cannot lose, like I said, man. At the end of that episode, man, Luffy cannot lose in that form. That is God tier form, man. Everything that Luffy can think of can materialize. Anything, man. And I mean anything, man. Nothing is off limits for Luffy, man. It is crazy, man. Would you have thought that the Gamo Gamo no Mi would have such a huge significance like this, man? other than it being tied to the main character, man. Would you have thought that it would have such a great importance beyond anything that we could have imagined, man? Yes, there were some speculations of Luffy's devil fruit here and there, man. Something that has been accurate throughout the series, man, is that his awakening is going to involve everything around him turning into rubber. But that is where it stops, man. That is where the speculations stop. No one knew about a sun god. No one knew about, the drums of liberations. The drums of liberation was teased way back at Skypiea, but no one knew that those drums that were heard, man, by one of the Sandorians, man, in Skypiea, man, would come back to have such a great significance, would tie into such a into such a figure, man, as Joy Boy, man. Many arcs after Skypiea happened, man. It is crazy to think about how Oda is planting the seeds, man. How is he doing it? How is Oda coming up with these stories, man, that ties in perfectly, man? Things from the past, you can take those things that happened in the past and you can put it into future events, man, and you will see it matches up perfectly, man. Absolutely perfectly, man. This is Oda for you, man. The stories that this man comes up with, it's crazy. It's absolutely mind-boggling, man. But yeah, man, Luffy, man. This is the form that is going to take Luffy to Raftel. The same thing that must have happened with Joy Boy. That is the fruit. That is the devil fruit that took Joy Boy to Raftel, man. And that is the same fruit that's going to take another version of Joy Boy to Raftel, man. How it all comes full circle, man. 800 years ago, 800 years later, man, the same thing is going to play out the same way as it did 800 years ago, man. That is the storytelling of One Piece. That's the world building. I am telling you, man, One Piece is mostly enjoyed for its story, not so much with the fights, man. Yeah, there are some cool sequences, lighting effects, man, cool animation, but that is not One Piece. That is not what makes One Piece so enjoyable. One Piece is most enjoyed because of its story, because of its characters, because of the world building, and everything that is happening inside of the series, man, when it comes to the tight-knit bond between Nakama, man. It is all that, man. One Piece, that is One Piece. That is One Piece right there, man. I'm telling you, man. That is flipping One Piece right there, man. Right flipping there. Man. That last episode really shocked me. It boggled my head, man. It boggled my brain. It scrambled my brains, man. How Luffy was just completely in his element, man. Yeah, that was the Luffy that we haven't seen in forever, man. We have never seen Luffy having so much fun in a fight before. It's crazy, man. It is absolutely, it's crazy. It is phenomenally so, man. And yeah, man, I cannot wait for the next episode of One Piece, man. After seeing that preview, man, what more ridiculousness is going to happen in that episode, man. And this is gonna be something else, man. This is gonna be peak Piece, man. I hear people calling this peak Piece. I don't disagree, man. This is something else, man. One Piece turning into a cartoon for that episode was just something else, man. Not only was it a change up to the usual art and animation style, it was a complete it was the right move, man. For Luffy, if it were any other character, it wouldn't have worked, man. This cartoon vibe, man, wouldn't have worked for any other character but Luffy, man. It works perfectly with his character, man. That carefree character of Luffy, man. That childish character, man. It works so well with Luffy, man. And yeah, man, this is something else, man. One Piece, man, continues to surprise. It continues to amaze me, and it will continue to do so further and further down the line, guys. And I cannot wait for the next couple of episodes. That is surely going to be fire. That is surely going to be something else, man. And yeah, guys, with that being said, man, I've come to the end of my One Piece discussion of episode 1071. In a bit of theories I threw in this video, man. And yeah, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on all of those notifications for updates so that you can be updated every time I release a reaction video. And I'll see you in the next reaction video. Goodbye, guys.